I can.
Nice introduction. We live.
We
Oh
live,
my,
bitch.
oh my
No.
God, dude, what the hell? What is this, Gangster Land now? Oh my
And
God.
what? What'd you say?
I was like, what is this, Gangster Land?
Oh no.
I just got your message, showed up, and I said that it's that you're live too.
Okay.
Ain't that interesting? And ain't this good and everything that I finally get to be with you at the beginning of a stream.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm just
this is
gonna
gonna be
put.
rather. This is gonna be
I'm just gonna.
rather
I'm just gonna
interesting.
post the link. I'm just gonna post the link into the chat. Oh. Oh well, man. Hello, Timmy's World.
This is gonna be a rather interesting stream.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Just gonna share my live. I don't think I'm gonna go over 2 hours tonight.
I hope not, because I honestly couldn't. I don't think I can last that long compared to last night.
That was fun.
That was though. I have to say, and that was actually a good time last night.
But I'm gonna talk to that one person that kept coming in here friggin'
With that
saying
religious stuff, yeah.
all religious stuff.
I was gonna say, because like I was saying, I was just saying to myself now. I hope we don't have any religious things come in today.
Yeah.
If not, we might have to. I don't know if you want to block them, but you know.
Oh no, I'll just Tim, just come in here and just talk to me. Don't talk to the other person because that's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
I don't know how to. Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
had some cereal before.
yeah. For after I got back from the walk, I ate some cereal. Now I'm chewing gum
Yeah.
again.
Well, it'll be the first time. I've done it before on a video too.
Mm.
So I mean, it's
I
not.
posted
It's.
I posted my review for Pocahontas 2, so that's up now.
I did say that before. Yeah, I did say that before. I didn't watch the video yet, but I did see it before.
Yesterday was Pocahontas 1, now today's Pocahontas 2, and then tomorrow will be
Or or
something else.
or 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 like I said yesterday, poke the Hontus.
Yeah, yeah. Jeez.
Of course, then again, who can forget my Pee Wee Herman expression yesterday?
Oh yeah, I gotta find out where that part is. So
Dude,
I can.
I was watching that stream last night and everything, and I just
Did you watch the whole thing or?
close to it, most of it. Like honestly, like I really didn't get that far into it. I literally got to where I came in, and you know a little bit after that and everything, but then I stopped and everything. But
Hey Anthony. Anthony from last night that was in here.
hey, Anthony, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I was talking to Boost. Boost said he had a blast last night.
Oh yeah, I mean it was fun. I mean I'm not gonna sit there and everything sugarcoat it. It was really fun.
Oh, it was awesome. Now, if you guys would have went 4, I would have went. I want to go 3 hours.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like you know, the funny thing about it is, like, I was gonna go live last night and everything on Twitch and
Yeah, I
everything, but
know,
then I,
but then I went. But then we were leaving. Then Boost wanted to come in and join. So then I was like, okay, well, get Boost in here then.
yeah, and then right after that, I was just okay. I guess I'm not going on Twitch tonight. I said, I guess that's not gonna happen
No,
because by the time I got done, it was like 1 o'clock here my time.
it was 2 o'clock my time.
Yeah, like I still watch YouTube and everything in the morning, like but now it's but I wasn't gonna go live at that time, no.
Maybe next time, Tim. Maybe next time. But yeah, I might stay on for. It's 6:50 now. I might stay until like 8 o'clock, and I might go watch a movie after before I go to bed.
Anthony, are you asking to come into the stream?
You want me to add you, bro? Maybe I don't know what he means by that.
I don't know if he's talking about my channel or if he wants me to like add him to the stream.
You want me to add me to Super Jam, bro?
I think it's you want to add me, Super Jammin' Bro.
Yeah, well,
I think what he's saying is, does he want me to add him and everything? And unfortunately, Anthony, I don't have that power to add anybody. Dale, the only person that does is Dale.
yeah. I think he wants to add you on your social media. Maybe that's what he means. I don't know.
Are you wondering, Anthony? Are you wondering if you want um me to add you to like Facebook or something?
Yeah, because he also has Facebook. Because he's on my Facebook, so yeah. Oh, what was that? But yeah. Yeah, it was like super early where Boost was. It was like almost 1 o'clock here, and it was like only like 9 something there.
Yeah. I remember him saying that and everything. Oh,
Oh,
there's
speaking of
Boost.
speaking of devil, there's Boost right there.
How you doing, Boost? Welcome to the stream, buddy.
Yeah. What the? Hang on.
Just like you, my allergies are starting to run now.
Yeah.
I just hope I don't start sneezing on stream. That'd be really embarrassing.
But yeah, I'll probably stay on here until probably like 8 o'clock.
Okay.
I'll pop a movie in.
So
We
you
won't
want to
go.
go 2 hours?
We'll go till it's 8 o'clock on my end. So pretty much it's 6:53 right now. So at 8 o'clock, I'll probably
Add
take it.
add add me on my YouTube channel.
No, he
Oh,
wants
you
you.
mean I think
He
he wants
wants
me
you
to
on
subscribe
his
to his
YouTube channel
channel.
and Facebook as well.
Well, Anthony, I'll take a look at your channel and everything, but I don't want to add you on Facebook though, if you don't mind. Cause Facebook, I want to keep that private. But I'll definitely subscribe to your channel though.
Okay. Just set up your main computer.
And no, Timmy, I'm not adding you. Absolutely not. I don't mean to be a douche and everything, but I gotta be.
But
But yeah, Anthony, I'll definitely check out your channel and subscribe to your channel. But in terms of Facebook, I want to keep that private.
Yeah, and then that guy messaged me like 2 o'clock in the morning. He's like, "Hey, do you want to talk?" I was like, "I'm going to bed right now." He said, "Okay, see you in the morning." I'll go on Facebook. He blocked me. Okay,
Yeah.
whatever.
That doesn't make any sense with people and everything. Like, I have a friend who does that like right now and everything. Um, you know, he'll sit there and everything. Like he'll talk to me for like a couple of messengers. What I mean by message, I mean like a couple of video chats.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like 3 days later, he'll block me, and it's just like really like what the hell? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. You unblocked me before, then you reblocked me. Timmy, the reasons why that I blocked you and everything, I don't want to discuss on the stream.
So you can talk about something else, Tim, or something.
Yeah. Or
I don't
just
really
or
want.
just stop.
I don't want this to be I don't want this to be drama stream.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, yeah, yeah, so Anthony, yeah, like I said, after this stream is over, I will go over to your channel and check your channel out. Um, what is your channel name, Anthony?
I actually shouted him out on one of my videos one time on my top 5 YouTubers.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I can't remember what episode it was, but I remember doing it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll have to check that out because I don't remember seeing it.
Yeah, I don't remember what episode it was. I had to look at my book.
Yeah.
What episode it was? It was fairly recent. It was fairly recent that I did that.
Oh, TTYL.
Talk to you later.
Oh,
He's leaving, I
oh.
think. But yeah. Yeah, so whatever night you're thinking of doing your thing for Sonic 3D Blast or whatever night you're
Yeah.
gonna do that.
I don't know. The other thing is, I don't know if you'll be available later on. No.
Yeah, because after I get done this stream, I plan on probably watching a movie.
Right. So that's the thing. Like, I don't know.
Well,
Like
is this the last video till you beat the game or
yeah, no, yeah, and this one's gonna be short. I mean, this is gonna be like probably, I would say 25 minutes tops.
mm. Well, I already
And
watched
this
three
is,
movies. I already watched 3 movies today. If you want to do it after the stream, we can do that. Then it can kind of be done and over with. You can kind of never have to look at the game again.
yeah, this is, yeah. I mean, this video that I'm planning on doing is the finale. It's not,
Okay.
um, it's not like session 4 or session 5 or 6 or whatever. This is like the finale. This is, you know, and yes, after I get done with that video, I am never fucking looking at 3D Blast again.
I'll make sure to live stream it for memories.
You would.
Yeah,
You
I
would.
would. And Sonic Spinball.
Wait. So what do you mean by live streaming? You mean as in?
Like it's on my PlayStation 4, so I can live stream on my PlayStation 4. I can live stream 3D Blast.
You son of a. Why? Let me ask you a question, Dale. Why do you do this to me?
I don't know because I can.
Yeah, I know, because you can. Oh my god. So you had 15 minutes already.
Yeah. Wow.
That went really quick.
Yeah, I know. It don't take long.
At least, like I said, the good thing is at least I was able to get in here at the beginning of your stream this time
That's
instead of.
why I waited till you came in here so I know your mic was working before I hit live.
Well, I know how to do it now. That's the thing. Like I know how to, get it right this time. The thing is, what happened was and everything. I did it wrong on my phone, so I, like I said, that's the reason why nothing came up. That's the reason why I
Yeah.
couldn't get the microphone to work and everything because the freaking I hit something different on the I hit something different on the phone.
Okay.
So I tried to fandangle with it and everything. That I had to get my father's phone involved with it. So
Hmm.
you know,
I'll probably
like
do.
the thing.
I'll probably do a few more live streams like like next week. I'll probably do a couple of live streams too. A couple of the free talks.
Yeah,
Get back to
yeah. No,
doing
I'll
this
be
again.
interested. I'll be interested to see that.
All right. Well, yeah, you'll probably be in them.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And you know what? I definitely would love to be. There's no doubt about it.
And then when Julie gets back from her aunt, we'll get her to come in and join.
Yeah, because now that I know how to do it and everything now, I could do it, properly without having any problems this time.
Mm.
And with my microphone working now and everything, I'm able to connect my microphone into my phone now again and everything, so now I don't have to worry about it.
Mm.
So,
But yeah, we could probably do that after the stream. We could probably go do your 3D blast so you can kind of get that done.
yeah, so I can get that piece of shit out of the way. Because, quite frankly, I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
Like I say, I think it's about 25 to 26 minutes, I think.
Okay.
So, somewhere around that range. I know it didn't take me as long as the last time I did the finale. I redid it and everything, and luckily I was able to get back to where I was and everything. Because when you beat the game the first time, the when you go back into the game, it's the levels show up on the thing as to what you need to, like where you can go.
Yeah.
So I ended up doing the one level and everything, all three acts, and then I had to go back and everything to the menu again, and then do the final fight.
Okay.
So that's what was in the that was that. Excuse me. That is what was in the final video anyway. So it's not, the score. The only thing that's different, the score is different, like on the high score and everything. But that's not really a big deal.
Mm.
The fact of the matter is, you get to see me do the last two, the last two worlds.
I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, trust me, chuckles will be had.
Oh, I know it will be.
And I can't wait to see what you're gonna say either.
Mm. Probably a lot of laughing.
Oh, oh yeah. There's definitely gonna be a lot of LOLs in there.
Mm.
Oh boy. Yeah. It's another beautiful day out here
Yeah.
here in the States.
It's nice here too. Little windy, but not too much. But
Yeah, it's a little windy here too, actually.
it wasn't too bad that I could go for a walk with shorts and t-shirt.
Yeah. There you go. Or you mean to see your hairy leg? No, I'm only kidding.
Oh, good luck. But yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, happy Father's Day, Dale.
Oh, thank you. Okay, cool.
I finally got rain. Oh, okay. That should lower the temperatures a little bit there in Arizona there.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Thank you. It's definitely a perfect day for it.
Yeah.
For Father's Day.
I mostly just watch movies all day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I did.
Almost. We got up to 80. Oh, that's not bad. It's not bad. Well, of course, then again, Bruce, you probably got humidity to deal with too, so it might not be so good.
I got before I go to bed tonight. I got to schedule another video for tomorrow morning. So when I'm at work, the video will go live when I'm at work.
There you go.
I didn't think I was going to be able to stay up till 1 o'clock in the morning. Usually by like midnight or something like that, I'm usually ready to go to bed. But I think it's because
I
I'm doing a
wasn't.
live stream. I think
I
it's because
wasn't
I'm doing a
expect.
live stream.
Yeah, I wasn't. I wasn't expected. I wasn't expected to stay up like to go that far. Oh, 100% humidity. Yeah, that'll definitely boost up the temperature. Yeah,
Well,
I was not
probably
expect.
you are.
I was not expected to go up, that late and everything in terms of live streaming.
Well, like I said, if it was just me and you and if Boost was busy, then I probably would have ended it. But since he wanted to come in, it was cool. I never had him on my stream before, so I was like, well, I could have went 3 hours. We're almost there.
Yeah.
But I was like, no.
If you notice something different too and everything, I actually shaved this
Yeah, I
morning.
shaved today too.
Freaking freaking beard and everything was growing out like crazy and everything, so I had to cut it.
Yeah.
23 minutes on the recording already. Holy shit.
And don't take long.
Man, it's just flying. It's just going like this. Boom, boom, boom.
Hey Maria, the dancing. I think it's
Something.
yeah,
Yeah, with
dancing queen.
the the restream logos.
How you doing? I'm dreading tomorrow.
Wait. Correction. Isn't that every day with you, Dale?
When I'm working now, I'm dreading it. Every day I'm working. When I'm not
Yeah,
working,
exactly. Yeah, that's what I mean.
it just makes me there tomorrow for 7.
Oh, jeez.
And all the rest of the week will be 8 o'clock.
Oh, God. Can't you ever get a break? Short
Yeah,
answer, no.
when work's done, yeah, when work's done. In
Yeah,
like October, October, November,
if it ever gets done.
it will. It'll get too cold and yeah.
She says, good in you.
Oh, good here. We have a holiday tomorrow. You guys have a holiday tomorrow?
We have a thing. We have a thing here called Juneteenth,
Okay.
which I have no idea what the hell that stands for, to be honest. Stands for-
Yep. Can I join the stream? Okay. Boost wants to join.
Oh
I'm
wow,
glad.
there we go.
I'm glad somebody just. I'm glad somebody's gone right now. He have a cow. He
Oh,
asked to come.
good lord.
He asked to come in here, and I said no, not right now.
Good lord.
Let's just hope he doesn't come in. Because I'll put the link in the chat.
Watch our luck and everything he does.
He probably won't. There's the link, Boost.
Oh my god. This is gonna be a rather. I'll tell you something. If that happens, this is gonna be a rather interesting stream.
Oh. Yeah, I know.
There we go.
Hey, Boost.
Back again.
What's up? What's up? How are you?
Well, tried to fix something on my main computer, but I'm having audio issues, so I'm like, well, can't stream. And then Dale texted me like right before I got off my computer. He's all like, I'm gonna go live today, and I was like, all right, time to go hang out with Dale. I was like, I'm done with computers.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. You know what? Forget about my problems with the computers and everything. I'm just gonna deal with Dale instead.
There you go.
I'm surprised we didn't go 3 hours last night.
I kind of wanted to, but maybe next time. We were close. We were like 2 hours and like 23 minutes or something like that. But
I'm actually glad that we didn't go 3 hours though, to be honest, because I don't think I could go that long.
I still got soda from last night. I mean, I refilled my cup, but that's what I was sipping on last night. I was like, gotta stay awake.
I just received a Pepsi from a friend of mine.
oh jeez.
Original thing, do not steal, obviously.
I used to do it. Well, not by chance. No.
That-
Let's just say I would borrow stuff from people and they would forget. They would just forget I have it. Mine now.
That sounds. By the way, Dale, that sounds really wrong how you put that and everything. Oh, I used to do it.
Well, I used to do that too, but
But yeah,
Jesus
Dale,
Christ.
the whole holiday tomorrow is literally we have Father's Day, which is like national, but somebody wanted to make it a rule saying, well, we don't have a June 19th or wherever the kid.
oh my
Yeah,
God.
we don't have like a Juneteenth. So it became like the law or whatever, and then they finally made it a holiday. And I'm like, there's really nothing to celebrate when it comes to Juneteenth.
Yeah.
No.
I mean that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. And the thing about it is too, like the thing about Juneteenth and everything is they're closing federal buildings and stuff and everything. And it's like it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
Like
Oh.
what today? What's today? The 19th,
Yeah.
18th,
The 19th.
19th. What's so big about Juneteenth?
I don't know. I don't live there. I'm in Canada. I don't
Yeah. Thank
I
goodness
don't
you're
know.
in Canada. Thank goodness you're in Canada.
Yeah.
Literally, what is it?
excuse
My
me.
state, all this
Excuse me.
week, and then I think a little bit next week is nothing but slight chance of rain. And I'm like, okay, we'll see.
Yeah. There you go.
Mine
It
to the
finally
fourth.
got rain yesterday, and I was like, it can finally cool down. Not today. Out one speck of rain, and it was 100% humidity, and I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah, I saw you trying to write down humidity in the chat, and I was like humidity. I actually couldn't read it. I was like, I think he's trying to say humidity.
Yeah.
Oh well, it is what it is, right?
Yeah. You pretty much knew what he meant anyway, so.
Yeah. I saw it's strange though, because I seen you post something. You said 80 degrees. I was like, oh, 80 degrees isn't bad. But then also I started thinking to myself, oh wait, it's 80 degrees plus humidity.
Yep.
So yeah, that's probably not so good.
No.
Well, and the thing about it too is I've told my family, I'm like, I want to go live in New Jersey or somewhere where it's nice and cold. And everybody looks at me, they're like, A, you can't afford it, and B, you're crazy. And I'm like, why? Just pack up the family and move.
There you go.
Well, my family doesn't want to move to New Jersey. I was like, come on, don't you want a beachfront side house and actual snow in winter?
Yeah, and not to mention and everything not so hot.
Well, I mean, you still get hot, but it's not like
It's not as
New
bad.
Jersey is a little bit less of a pain.
Yeah, exactly. And you have a lot more places to explore too.
Yeah, that's the other problem is I want to go explore and take the GoPro and show everybody like what our town holds, but A, it's just too hot and people are just not great. You can't walk across the street without somebody almost running you over.
Or either that, and then you can't walk across the street and everything with a cop stop without a cop stopping you.
Actually, no, that's a sad thing. My town, we had people jaywalk across the street in front of cops, and cops don't do anything. We have we have a school right across the street, and sometimes when I have to get across the street, I use the crosswalk. 3 days ago, a cop literally blew through the stop sign, and I was like, "You're law enforcement, and yet you're supposed to tell people to stop when you see
and you're breaking the law.
Yeah.
You're
It
a law.
wasn't even like running code 3, no lights, no sirens. He was just cruising. He just decided to blow through the stop, and I was like, okay.
Okay. Like it's strange. Like around here in New Jersey too. Like we have a law and everything. I don't know if you have it in your state too, but we have a law and everything where no cell phones.
No
While you're driving, like while you're driving.
Oh, people in Southern Arizona, they don't care. They'll be on their phones constantly.
Yeah, and yet, but yet the funny thing about it is, like the cops, you'll see them stopping people and everything. Oh, you realize you're not supposed to talk on your cell phone, right? But yet you'll see a cop at a stop sign or at a traffic light. Oh yeah, how you doing? He's like talking to another person on a cell phone, right? And you mention it to him. Oh, you realize you're breaking your own law, right? Oh, what's it to you? I'm a law enforcement officer. I can do it. Huh?
Yeah.
So
they don't really care for the whole buckle your seatbelt, off your phone type thing. They don't
right.
Really
so it's like. So it's like, wait a minute, you can do it, but we can't do it? Oh, yeah, you can't, yeah. It's like, well, wait a minute. If that's a law, that means you're supposed to follow the law, too. But yet they don't do it.
Same with drivers. I mean, me and Gamer Boy, we get around either by walking or riding our bikes. And there was a couple times where I literally chucked my race car helmet at the time because that's what I used to wear on my head.
Yeah.
I used to chuck that at people's windshields because they would pull out in front of me, or they wouldn't even see me, and I'm like, pay attention.
Jeez.
But, yeah.
There's this one intersection in the town next over to me. and it's by a school, and the intersection has, it's between a highway and another road. The next road is literally within a matter of feet, and there's 2 traffic lights there. So when it gets congested up, it's hard for you to keep the traffic moving, to get onto the next traffic light. And one day, this freaking kid, we're stopped in the middle of the highway because we have a whole bunch of cars in front of us because of the next traffic light. And we couldn't go anywhere. We couldn't, go around anybody. We couldn't move off to the side and everything because where the hell are we going to go? We're completely congested up and everything. This dumbass kid and everything, teenager, gets out of the car. Oh, move your fucking car out of the way and everything. I said, dude, what do you want us to do? Do you want us to hit every other car in front of us just so we can move out of your way? I mean, people are just so fucking annoying that you end up getting pissed off to a point and everything,
Well, that's what it is. It's arrogance.
It's like, like, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to knock the other cars out of the way and everything, right? Or be like God and everything and go like this, let's put the cars, aside and everything so I can get through with it, so I can get out of the way of you. we gotta keep the traffic moving. We can't sit there and everything and not keep the traffic moving.
Well, and that's the problem with today's day and age. I mean, there's a teenager that is now facing felony charges because he just got his license and he ran somebody over with a child. They were in an alley walking. This teenager saw them, didn't bother to stop. He hits the child and the mother. Luckily, they're okay, but he got faced with felony charges, and I'm like, well, you're the one that wanted the license. Maybe you should think about where you're going first. If you see
my guess was that everything was probably attempted murder with a motor vehicle.
Yep, they got that charge too.
Yeah, I figured that was one of them. I mean, that's just freaking, that's just stupid and everything. But see, the thing is also, what pisses me off nowadays too, is like you'll be driving along a road, like a neighborhood road with kids, like that kids like playing on their lawns and stuff. And then all of a sudden the kid will run out and everything, and the mother's just sitting there on the steps and everything, going like this, texting on the cell phone instead of watching their kid and everything. The fucking kid comes running out of the damn street and everything, and you have to slam on your brakes, almost literally slam on your brakes, and you're going, hey, your kid is running in the middle of the street here. And parents have no lack of, where their kids are and everything most of the time. And then they get pissed off and everything when somebody hits their kid and everything, because they're like, oh, well, you hit my kid. Why didn't you slow down? First off, I was going the speed limit. Second of all, why weren't you watching your kid?
It's parents like that that drive me nuts because they'll automatically blame it on the driver when literally,
exactly,
if they haven't done natural physics, it probably takes, if you have good brakes and your brakes are not completely shot, it probably takes about a bare minimum of at least 18 seconds for your car to go from whatever speed you're at to a complete dead stop. And that's a 5-ton vehicle that you're moving. So that's the other issue, is people just got to pay more attention. And this town that I live in is horrible when it comes to that because it's even young adults. Adults that are a little bit older than me, but they're hitting me or they're just blinging on by. And I'm like, okay, so when you get into a wreck, don't come crawling to me because I'll be walking away or whatever the case may be.
Walking away, minding my own business.
Yeah, and it's stupid because technically I have it's expired, but I have those, what is it? almost like a first responder type thing. It's like a CPR license.
Oh,
So
okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. First
yeah,
responder.
kind of. So yeah, technically by law I have to go help, regardless if it's expired or not. But at points I'm just like, why should I even bother if you're literally just gonna try and either hit me or hit somebody else?
Yeah, yeah. Like you could literally walk up, like you could be the first person on the scene, and then all of a sudden you sit there, you try to get the person like out of a car or something, and they start swinging at you, and it's like, whoa, hey man, I'm trying to help you.
Mm.
You know, it's like, why are you trying to hit me and everything when I'm trying to get you out of the car and everything and help you out?
Right.
And that's why I would never want to do those things and everything. Would I love to help out people? Absolutely, yes. But I wouldn't want to sit there and put myself like that because anybody can be stupid and everything, especially if they're delusional, and they can end up, hitting you, shooting you, stabbing you, or something. You know, I don't think that would happen, but I'm just saying, no.
Mm.
That's just my take on it.
That's why
And that's
nine
any.
times out of 10, when gamers out doing something, like he does the whole pickups things with,
Oh, excuse me.
like what Dale does. But 9 times out of 10, I'm with him when he goes to go get that kind of stuff because we don't know who does what, and we don't know how that person's gonna react.
Mm.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. I mean, that's, like I say, when it comes down to it, you could sit there and everything and, you could be in the right. But then all of a sudden they'll still blame you.
Hmm.
You know? That's why there's no use. When it comes down to it, if you want to start something with me, I'm going to handle that business, plain and simple.
Mm.
I'm not going to sit there, But that's, unfortunately, that's life nowadays.
Yeah.
So,
Crazy.
yeah, gas prices.
Yeah.
Oh, remember how I told you I was playing that American Truck Sim game
Yeah.
Yeah.
the other night? Somebody made a mod for gas prices, the realistic mod. I was filling up my truck, $500 in diesel.
What the
And I wasn't even on empty. I was at like 3/4 of a tank.
Oh
I
my
was playing
god.
that a little bit ago, and I ended up having to pay like $1,000 in damages because I had hit. I came around the corner too quick, and my truck hit the guardrail, so I had to flip a U-turn, and I still got all the truck and trailer messed up. And I was like, "What's the point of doing this?"
Huh.
Like, I'm trying to earn more money, not trying to waste money.
Not trying to pay
Mhm.
money.
And then they, what's it called? Because American Truck Sims on PC, they have the workshop, and that's where everybody puts all their mods up. Somebody made a
Yeah.
mod for the cheat money system.
What
So
the
if you got the
frig?
cheat money, if you got the cheats on, you basically get like 1 million to, was it 3 million in like 15 minutes. So you don't even have to
Damn.
worry about money. And I'm like, wow, I should probably install that mod next.
Yeah. There you go.
My Lovano was able to play the Steam games, and then I swapped over to this new one, and I went from like 63,000 to 117. Now I'm down to like getting in this $60,000 range again. I was like, that's not
Damn.
good.
That's a big drop.
Yeah.
That's a huge drop.
I try to at least top off the fuel tank every so often because I'm driving from was it California to Mexico or Mexico to Colorado.
Jeez.
And now they're coming out with new DLCs for that game, and I'm like, have to sit here and wait. I'm like, ugh.
It's like really. Do I really have to wait?
Yeah.
Well, because supposedly it's gonna be Texas and then some other ones. They already have a Utah DLC out.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
The new game.
Oh
I
yeah,
just,
Dale.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
The new game I bought is GTA 5, but it's for the PC. But that's gonna take forever, so I have it sitting on pause right now. I'm like, we'll download that as it goes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. 'Cause you gotta download on there. Yeah.
I mean, I have it for the 4, but we don't get all the new updates and everything. Like the
Yeah.
PC does. And I'm just like, get on PC.
Right.
Surprisingly, it was on sale. It was like $16.
Oh, there you go.
I was like, oh, that's better than paying, almost $40.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did I buy? I think I paid for. Did I pay the same thing for GTA 5? Because I got it too on my 360.
Well, now they closed the online servers for the 360
Yeah, they
and
did.
PlayStation 3.
Yeah, they did.
I finally just pulled the plug on it today. I was like, let's get GTA on the PC. That way I can try to do LSPDFR videos.
Yeah. Well, what could you really do? See, the thing that pisses me off about 360 is that like I'm having a problem like trying to get on the like Internet Explorer and stuff in Daily Motion. Doesn't work. But yet YouTube does.
That's weird.
Every time like it comes up, like I hit Daily Motion, oh, an error occurred.
Jesus, people. Oh, I keep.
I don't know why that happens. That's weird.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me and everything. Like I'm trying to figure out why it's happening, but unfortunately I can't really get it figured out right now. And the funny thing is about Internet Explorer is I'm able to get onto Internet Explorer. I'm able to type things in, but then when it comes to actually like watching a video on it, can't do it. And I sit there and I think to myself, what the hell is wrong with this
Hey,
thing that
what's
doesn't
up?
want to work?
Yeah, that's really weird.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't make any sense. But yet YouTube works perfectly fine.
The only time I ever had Xbox was when it was the Forza Horizon series. And
Yeah.
even when I had the PlayStation 3, most of the games on there were
Excuse me.
mainly PlayStation, but at times I just sat there and did my homework off the PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
Use the internet
Well, see-
browser. I was like, I want to play my games, but I got to do homework first. So why not combine the two? Do homework off your PlayStation system.
Oh, there you go.
It's technically a computer.
And
Yeah.
I mean, technically you are doing your homework. It's not like you're playing a game.
Hmm.
And if your mom like comes in and says, "Hey, why is your PlayStation on?" Look, I'm doing my homework. And it's right on there, and it's like, oh, and all of a sudden she goes, "Oh, okay, you are doing your homework." Yeah, I'm doing my homework. I can do it on the PlayStation 3.
That's actually
So,
funny. I
I
was
mean,
in
that's
I was in automotive class, and then the instructor gave us the paperwork to fill out the VIN number, the make and model, and say like what it needs work on or what needs to be done. And I came home and I grabbed
oh, excuse me.
my family member's car keys, and I went out to the car. They're like, "What are you doing with my vehicle?" I'm like, "Homework." They're like, "What homework are you doing?" I was like, "I have to fill out your paperwork." It was so weird because he could barely give out any homework at all. Because when you take automotive, you would think like, you got textbooks and whatnot that
Yeah,
tells you about
exactly.
the engines, the piston rods, and all that stuff. No, he just flat out gave us the paperwork that says, "Here, go home, show me you can demonstrate to fill out the form for VIN. What is it? VIN identification and seeing what's wrong with the engine." I wrote it on
Yeah.
there. I was like, "Here's the make, here's the model, here's the year, here's the VIN. There's nothing wrong. This car's in tip top shape."
There you go.
I was like, "There's an easy A."
Yeah, right. I mean, that's you couldn't ask for any more than that, right? You might as well just mark it as an A plus right now, or at least on that project. At least on that project.
Yeah.
Oh
Though
my
what
god.
I found funny was that my auto instructor at the time, he thought I owned a motorcycle until I brought the bike over, and he goes, "Oh, you mean bicycle?" And I was like, "I just called the thing a bike." I looked so close, I was like, "Hey, I could go to the garage and air my tire because I had a flat." He's like, "Oh, well, okay."
Oh, so okay, so you must be going to get his motorcycle. Motorcycle? Yeah, that's what you have, isn't it? No, no, no. This. Oh, bicycle. Oh, okay. I thought you meant like motorbike and everything.
Jeez. Yeah.
Oh my god. We actually had this was actually very funny and everything. In what was it, geology back in high school and everything. We had a project that we had to do where we use all these chemicals to make ice cream. And I'm thinking to myself right away, oh, this is A plus right here, right in front of my face, right? So me and my group and everything, we're putting all the chemicals in and stuff and everything. I forget what it was, to be honest, and everything, because I was like back a long time ago. Um, so we put all the ingredients in, right? And I'm putting in all the ingredients, mind you, because my two team members are sitting on the freaking chairs and everything, just staring at me. And I'm just like, hey guys, are you gonna come in here? Are you gonna help me out here? I'm basically doing everything myself. What's going on here?
Mm.
The one kid is going like this. He's sitting there texting to his friend or whatever. The other one's just sitting there literally reading a freaking book. And I'm just like guys, like, are you serious? This is an easy freaking A plus and everything, and you're sitting here acting like a bunch of dumbasses. So finally, I get all the chemicals in and everything, right? I get all the chemicals in. I get the salt ready and stuff. Because salt was one of the things that you need for the project. I shake it up and everything. I put the cream in there, the milk, and all the other blocky. And I mix it up all together. I make the ice cream. I did it all by myself. My teacher comes over, right? He looks at my two team members and everything that are just sitting at the table. He goes, F, gets to me, A plus. I I said, well, it looks like you two are going to be held back this year, or at least in terms of this class,
Yeah.
because I got an A plus.
I
And
had
the one
to take
kid's like,
summer school in the middle of summer, and we had this one
oh
kid.
yeah.
He somehow tricked his phone to turn off those overhead projectors, like the teachers that would use to show something on the board, because we had those
Yeah.
smart boards. He
Yeah.
sit there, point his phone up in the air, and goes click, and it turns off the projector. He did that every day for like a solid week, and then this, because we had the summer school teacher, and he was
Yeah.
kind of like a young guy, but he got so annoyed, and he goes, "Okay, everybody else gets an A. You, sir, that keeps doing it, gets an F, and you're staying after class." I was like, well, there's my entertainment. It kind of stinks because it's now done over with, but okay.
Yeah. No, I've only had to go to summer school one time and everything, and that was back in I want to say that was probably 4th grade, to be honest. And it was for a stupid reason too, because see, when I was in 4th grade, I had started down at Highlands, New Jersey, which is down in South. And because at the time I was with my mother. Then my father ended up getting custody of me and everything, and I came back up here to Farm Park, New Jersey, which is up north. And then I had to finish school here, over in this town and everything. I had to finish school here. So, of course, and everything, since I wasn't there at school long, in terms of 4th grade, I had to do summer school. Which, quite frankly, pissed me off, and to the point as to, I even said to the principal, and I said, look, I said, I already started, 4th grade down the shore and everything. Why do I have to do summer school and everything when literally all I did was just move? I had all my knowledge down there as well and everything in terms of 4th grade and everything and what I was doing. And he goes, well, because a lot of things are different here and everything, a lot of the lessons here are different and everything. I said, it's basically the same thing. 5 times 5, 5 times 6, 7 times 7, all that other, malarkey and stuff and everything. Or not times, what am I saying? Not times. Yeah, times, right. 4th grade, right. I meant to say adding and subtracting and everything else. And it's basically the same thing down there as it is up here. What's the difference? So,
that was the one thing that aggravated me in school was everybody was showing different ways of getting the answer, and I'm like, how come, like, even in the school system, math is constantly changing? It's just like, why can't you keep the same simple thing? That way everybody can understand it and nobody is struggling.
I agree. I agree with you. I mean,
and it only happens in the elementary school time zone. When you get off in the middle school and high school, you don't really have those issues. It's only in the elementary schools where they change it up.
Yeah. I mean, that's, I just, I just don't understand, why in the world I had to go to summer school because I came up from a different school. That makes no sense to me whatsoever. And I even said that to the principal and everything. I said, look, it's the same information that I learned down there that I'm learning up here now. It's the same information. There should be nothing different as to what I'm learning here now. And he just goes, well, unfortunately, everything, considering the fact that you came here almost towards the end of the year, yeah, we could pass you to the 5th grade, but you do have to do summer school and everything because, you weren't here the whole entire year. I said, well, that's not right and everything. Doesn't matter if I wasn't here the whole year or not. I learned all the other stuff already
Hmm.
when I was down the shore. I shouldn't have to sit here and, take summer school and everything and waste the summer and everything when I could be at home, sleeping every day.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, that's what I used to do. I mean, honestly, that's what I used to do during the summertime. I used to sleep because, when you got up, when you got up for school and everything, I used to get up at 5:30 in the morning.
Hmm.
And freaking, and go to school every morning and everything, and then, all of a sudden, then come home about 2:30 and not being able to sleep and everything because, I can't, because I got to eat dinner and everything else and everything, and then go to bed and everything. I wasn't able to do much and everything. When the summertime came, I slept.
Hmm.
Plain and simple.
I
No
pretty
ifs,
much
ands,
had
or
the
buts
same
about it.
experience when I was in college. I mean, we would start at technically 7 o'clock in the morning, but because I used to live on campus, it was different, and so it'd be like 3:30 o'clock or whatever. We would get into our dorm rooms, do chores per se, because that's how we pay rent at that facility.
Yeah.
But most of the times, kids would end up missing dinner because they straight fall asleep after that. And it's like, well, you wake us up early, we're going to get tired really late in the afternoon.
Yeah. Yep. Agreed.
Half the time, people
Agreed.
thought I was on something because they would see, like, I had 7 other people besides myself, or like a couple other people besides myself in one room. Everybody else is in their beds. I'm sleeping on the concrete floor with a pillow and a blanket. Everybody's all like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why?" They're like, "You're sleeping on the concrete." And I'm like, "This concrete floor is keeping me comfy because it's nice and cool."
Yeah, right?
All the rooms would be hot. We had, what was it? One uh faculty member. He ended up falling asleep, so we had another person coming in late in the evening, so that way that person can go home and try and get some sleep. And it was a female. So when you live on campus, you get a female. They call it RA, residential assistant, and then
Yeah,
you get
all
the
right,
male
yeah, I know
for
what it
the
is.
boys. Well, the male went home because he got too tired, so the female stepped in, and she basically had a panic attack because she saw me on the floor. She's like, I don't think this is how you're supposed to sleep," and I'm like, "I've been sleeping like this for a while, and I'm okay."
And what's up?
The only issue I had was when people were trying to play pranks. When I first got there, they would stand there and bang on the door, and
Oh my
room,
god.
yeah, my room leader like grabbed me by the collar and told me to go back to bed. He's like, "Let me deal with it because these guys are just knuckleheads." By the time I
Yeah.
able to have my own room, uh, again, because I was room leader for like a while, people would put peanut butter on the door handle
Oh my
as a
god.
prank, and I'm just like, why? That's a waste of jar of peanut butter.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It was bad. Half the time we
That's
were in
okay.
class, we get bored, and I was in the automotive department. We would take rods of steel, and we would sit there, and for anybody that fall asleep, we sit there and poke them.
What the frick?
They'd be dead asleep, and we're just sitting there going, "Eek,
uh,
eek," trying to wake them up
wait,
with the
wait,
rod.
wake
That's
up.
still
Wait, yeah, what happened?
Yeah. Jeez. That's funny.
Where am I? You're in class right now,
Of
and
course, we had
everybody's
a
watching.
couple of students who end up getting into a fist fight, and I just
Oh,
stood there and watch it, and I'm like, eh. I mean, if somebody comes up and up to me and says, "What happened?" and be like, "Oh, that kid slipped in oil."
Yeah.
They
Like,
go
literally,
to the
like,
nurse's office and then they go, "What happened to you?" They're like, "I slipped and fell." Their face is all covered and bruised up, and they're like, "Honey, that's not how that happened. You did something because your face would not be like that if you slipped and fell." They're like, yeah, I slipped off the lift."
Jeez.
it's strange because you mentioned that and everything. You said you just stood there, right? I came, me and my friend and everything, whose name I won't give out obviously on the stream, but me and a friend of mine and everything. We back when I used to go to high school, we're walking to our biology class, right? This was like, I believe this was like junior year. No, not junior year. I'm sorry, sophomore year. My apologies, sophomore year. We're walking to biology, right? Literally, just as we got through the friggin' doors, right? We came in, the door closed. Me and my friend are talking. We see this girl walking and everything, right? She has a bag on her back and everything. This friggin' girl comes from behind, slams the other girl into the locker and everything, and starts beating the hell out of her. I almost got hit and everything if I didn't move in time and everything. I looked up and I was like, oh shit. And all of a sudden she goes flying into the locker room. I backed up and I was just like, okay. I don't want nothing to do with that. And they're just sitting there, hitting each other and everything. And I'm just like, okay, I'm looking at my friend. I said, hey, you want to go over by the classroom?
There you go.
I've had that
Oh.
happen. My old high school, back when there's still security guards there, but the ones that would actually help out and like defuse the situation, it was two females, and what they were fighting over was kind of really stupid, but they would end up putting each other in a headlock, and they were
Oh
just
my God.
extending blows after blow, and there's like 40 other kids just standing around waiting to be like, "Hey, where's the popcorn? Hey, go give me a soda." We had security guards walk in there, and one security guard had both the fighters and the headlock, and they're moving away from the situation. And I was like, "What is this? The next WWE?" WWE is somebody to jump off from the top rope, which is in that case the steel railing on the second balcony.
I'm waiting for there to be like a body slam or something.
Jeez.
Or in what's it called, Jeff Hardy estate, the Swanton Bomb.
Swanton Bob, yeah. Or the Undertaker's move, old school.
Yeah, there's that too.
Jeez.
Oh my God. All of a sudden you see like
So
steel
bad.
chairs, like you see like steel chairs like start coming out of nowhere or whatever. It's like, wow, this is school's a lot tougher than I thought it was.
Yeah.
If it
Would it
wasn't
be
every week, it was every other week where people just get into fist fights.
Mm.
would it be even worse than everything is if you had Vince McMahon as your principal?
He's almost 80 now. That's the sad thing too.
He just stepped down recently as COO too.
Yeah, I saw something on Facebook about that.
His daughter Stephanie took over.
I'd rather have a son-in-law and his son being chairman.
Oh, you mean Triple H?
Triple H and Shane.
Yeah.
No,
Honestly-
no offense towards Stephanie. Like, she's an awesome person, and she obviously grew up in that industry, but the way that they choreograph everything and just the way that they strategize
Yeah.
is too much.
I mean, you could definitely tell that she's a definite McMahon. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
I mean, she every decision that she makes is basically based off of his thing, off of his storylines and everything.
Hmm.
And it's like, if you're gonna come up with storylines, come up with your own damn storylines. Don't do it because your father did it.
There was one match where it was actually her and him actually fist fighting, and I was like, isn't that illegal? Like, I know for a fact you can't swing on your kid.
You mean like you mean like the one back in 2003? I think it was.
3 or I think it was 02, somewhere around in there.
It was Vince versus Stephanie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know what it was. Father versus daughter match.
Yeah, I didn't really like that one.
Yeah, that. And you know something? Also, I didn't like it also because of the fact that I thought it was unfair too. Because think about it. Stephanie was a lot shorter at that time and a lot less tougher. You know, you got this man and everything who's what 5'10".
Not only that, but the muscle that he had on him, which I still think he has. I don't think he ever lost his muscle. But you would see him in the, what's it called? Those muscle shirts and his veins be ripping out. And I'm like, oh, good grief.
Yeah. Oh, good grief.
The only thing,
Um.
the only thing he lost is like a couple brain cells. I don't like
Back
Vince.
in, what was it? Back in the 90s and the early 2000s, those were like what I call the prime time. And even like maybe from like 2010 till like 14, 15 era, that was still pretty good. But now I'm just like, I don't even sit there and watch it anymore. I'm just like, I'd rather sit and support my fellow YouTubers and watch their videos than try to sit back and watch something I've been grown up on.
When it comes to the wrestling, I prefer watching the old shit.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like yeah,
It's way
like
better.
that.
It's way
Yeah,
better.
yeah. Like when it
It's
comes
way better
down
compared to
to
now.
when it comes down to wrestling in general and everything, I think it's best to have the Attitude Era stuff and everything.
A lot
Like
of these
stuff back.
older wrestlers are probably turning in their friggin' grave of what wrestling is like today. Like it's ridiculous. One time they had a friggin' spelling bee.
Or the ones that are still alive and everything are probably like
Yeah, I know.
what the hell's going on?
Well, Undertaker left on his terms because that's the way he wanted it. John is still around. It's just he's more doing the movie acting and whatnot. The
But
only
see,
problem that he has is anytime that he's in the movie, they do the whole WWE studios, but every like depending on how movies or how well the movie performed after it was in the theaters, John has to kick a percentage of his earnings to Mr. McMahon because technically Mr. McMahon owns the rights of John's name, even though that
yeah,
John Cena is his full legal name. It's like Jonathan Felix Cena.
yeah,
But people have asked John, they're like, well, how do you feel about you kicking a percentage of your earnings over to Mr. McMahon? He goes, at this point, he gave me the opportunity and I took it. If I have to kick a percentage of my earnings to him, then I don't see an issue with it. And I'm like, oh,
it's like okay. um, then of course you got Roman Reigns now and everything.
nah.
I
I liked
mean,
it when it was him, was it Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins?
the Shield.
Yeah, I liked it when it was the Shield.
Yeah, I mean
Dean Ambrose
honestly,
was good when he was fighting by himself, and the same thing with Seth Rollins, even though that I'm more of a John Cena fan myself more than him. Just saying, but I respected the way that they fight, and I like their storylines. But Roman Reigns now, I just don't like it. It doesn't. I don't know. I just don't. I don't like the way that they're saying that he's the head of the table.
like honestly, that whole head of the table thing and him being with Paul Heyman, that just does not mix in my opinion. It really does not. Like we all know there's been a lot of Paul Heyman guys. You
Oh
know,
yeah, no, you're right about that
but
one.
but Roman Reigns being a Paul Heyman guy, that just doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever.
That's honestly what. That's another reason why I stopped watching wrestling. Like, so kind of like off topic here a bit, but I had to go visit my biological dad due to the fact that it was part of the court system, and WWE was on, and I always watched it when I was uh, at home with my mom. But the one time I asked him if we can watch it, he looks at me and he goes, "You cannot watch WWE until you tell me how much one of the wrestlers makes in the match." And I'm like, "How am I supposed to know this?" Ever since then, I stopped watching it. And I'm like, "Well, thanks, Dad. You just ruined my childhood because I've been watching it since, oh, I don't know,
So
2001."
yes, since God knows when, and now you're telling me that I can't watch it.
I literally
Uh,
had to sit there and research it, and I was like, "Well, glad I know about that now."
I'm gonna mute my mic real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah. I think he muted it. Yeah, when it comes to John Cena, I like John Cena, but I prefer him in movies now. I liked him when he was Thugonomics.
Yeah, when he was Thugonomics, I really
When it
liked
comes to John Cena now, I prefer him into movies.
I'm back.
He does better. He does better in movies than he does in the ring.
Yeah, I mean, the first movie that he actually took a part of was The Marine,
Yeah, the ring was actually good.
and I liked it when it became his role in that.
And then
And
12
then he
rounds.
Yeah.
did 12
And then
rounds.
12
That was a good one. Bumblebee, the one that he's in, that
I
one was
didn't see that one.
It's pretty
Yeah.
good. He plays the character the correct way, and then you got Fast and Furious 9, where he plays what is it, Jacob?
Yeah, but then you know, like nowadays, now with John Cena and everything, that whole hustle, loyalty, or respecting is just it's dying out. It's dying out. And honestly, I honestly believe, and I can't believe I'm saying this, and I know a lot of WWE fans will probably disagree with me on it, but I honestly think they should make John Cena a heel.
A heel?
Yeah, because he was a babyface his whole entire career.
Well, I mean, oh yeah, well, that's true in a sense, but a whole lot of people don't realize is John almost didn't become a WWE wrestler or even a WWE superstar for that matter because what was it? Him, Rey Mysterio, you had Randy Orton, Triple H, you had all these like top level guys, and then you got babyface John, who wasn't really well known. His actual ring name before they switched it to John was Prototype when he was first starting out.
Mm.
But you had all these big wrestlers that were bored during the plane, and Stephanie looked at John and she goes, "You got to think of something quick because if you don't, we're gonna end up kicking you to the curb because we don't see the value in you anymore." So
Yeah,
he almost lost his job because of that. But then he did Thugonomics, and then it
Yeah,
went.
that's why I like. That's why I like them when you fucking know they come out rapped all the time. I like that.
yeah. I get you. I get
But
you.
the other thing is too, uh, when you are a part of the WWE, whether you're a wrestler, you're a fan, you're somebody that works for that company, WWE is a young person's mentality. The older you
Yeah,
get, the slower you're gonna be. That's why Undertaker kept nagging at him. They're like, "I'm gonna leave when it's my turn, on my terms, because that's the way I
yeah.
want."
But see, like the thing is, I respect in the fact that the Undertaker wanted to leave on his terms, and you know that's his choice and everything. You know that was his choice, obviously.
Right.
But the thing is, you start to worry about a person's well-being too. Like, let's face it. In the last few years when The Undertaker was wrestling and everything, and I'm talking the last 4 years before his retirement, I mean, he did not look good at all
No.
in terms of his wrestling ability. Like, I mean, let's face it, he was real slow. He was real heavy set. And he really didn't look like himself anymore.
Well, that's why he's married to Michelle McCool. And even she looked at him and she goes, "You gotta choose something because you are not the greatest." And then they have a kid.
Yeah.
And then for instance, look at was it Edge? He went into early retirement and then he fought to get it back. He has a kid and what have you. So when he is not wrestling, he's taking his kid to school.
Although, you know something, though? To stick with the Edge topic there for a moment. I honestly, or actually to go back to, staying with Edge and go back to The Undertaker for a moment. There's a huge difference between Edge and The Undertaker. In my opinion, Edge is more in shape than The Undertaker is.
That's true.
And do I mean that by disrespecting The Undertaker? No, obviously not. Because The Undertaker put a hell of a lot more years than what Edge put in. I mean, let's face facts. I mean, he did. But Edge is a lot more in shape. When Edge came back and everything, he came back in the Royal Rumble and everything. He literally looked like the same Edge that he looked back in 2010 when he left. I mean,
well,
literally.
you also got to remember, though, too, Edge left because of a neck injury.
A neck injury, right.
Undertaker didn't really have that many injuries except for one, but I think that was like in '99 when he had to do the mask across his nose because somebody broke his nose.
Oh, he actually, if you watch the documentary, the Last Ride, he actually speaks about a lot more injuries that would never broadcast.
Well, I'm just saying that most people collected his gear and they have his face. What is it?
That face covering.
Yeah.
Yeah, that face covering. I know the one you're talking. That white mask that he had.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and of course, then again, going back to the last years too and everything, you saw that the Undertaker also had a back problem too. Like, you could tell, I don't know if you noticed it, but it was like a couple of weeks before the WrestleMania match between him and Roman Reigns. When he chokeslammed Braun Strowman, you could tell just by looking at him that he was in pain. You could tell that he was in pain. And all of a sudden he gets speared by Roman Reigns, but then, you see him holding his back and everything after he did the choke slam and everything. And but what you could really tell and everything about the Undertaker is how slow he was. Like how really I'm talking not methodical slow like he used to back when he first came in. I mean slow as in hard to react and everything. His body giving out on him a lot quicker.
That's why John is swapped over to movies. If WWE needs him, he'll always go back to it. But he's swapped over to movies just simply because it's a young person's game. A lot of the younger people are quicker, faster, lighter, and they can react better. When you're up there in age, say like John or even like The Undertaker, it's going to take a while. That's why Batista is not even there anymore. Batista showed up ready to fight at the age of 30. But he only did that because he had marital problems.
Oh, excuse me.
I think. Remember that correctly.
Give me a few moments. Let me just mute my mic real quick. I'll be back.
Yep.
That's why a lot of wrestlers now are trying to figure out their next step.
Yeah.
What's it called? Nia Jax. She's not even in the WWE anymore
Mm,
because of her knee injuries.
yeah.
And then you have one of my favorite wrestlers, Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
He's facing jail time right now for suspended license and a DWI.
I just did a video on that actually recently and everything regarding that and everything, the Jeff Hardy situation. And the thing is and everything, I'm a fan of Jeff Hardy too. But honestly, what he's put his body through and everything, and I'm talking like personal wise, I'm not talking like WWE.
Oh, well, yeah.
I mean, personal wise, I mean, it's just, it's horrible. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. He was suspended back in 2003 and everything for failing 2 drug tests. And then he came back in 2000, what? Maybe 2000, was it 2006, I believe?
6, 7, 1, 2.
Yeah, and then he came back and everything. And who knows if he was still on drugs or not and everything, which chances are he probably was.
Mm.
Well, you gotta remember that too. WWE is only on the case like this because of what happened with Eddie.
With Eddie
If
Guerrero,
Eddie
yeah.
If Eddie didn't pass, which that was one of my other favorite wrestlers too, just because of what he drove and the way that his fighting style is. But you know, if Eddie was a little bit more careful and like saying, "Hey, I'm not really feeling the greatest," and they actually took care of their health, then WWE wouldn't be on their case like this. But because of what happened with Eddie, they're now super strict of like, what's your age? Can you do this? Can you do that? Are you super slow? Do you have this issue?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
they basically throw the book at you to make sure that you're doing okay.
yeah, yep, yeah, exactly. And like now, you know, now they're really starting to step up on steroids and everything and drugs now and everything. And I think that's the reason why Jeff Hardy was released, you know, back in 2020 was because of that fact. Because they found out that he was doing drugs again. And he was basically released from WWE because of it. But see, the thing is and everything with Jeff Hardy and everything is too, in almost every single match that you saw Jeff Hardy in when he came back and everything, and I mean come back like to wrestling in terms of like 2020 or whatever, he didn't win a match. Like he was losing every single match.
Yeah, that's the only match I remember him actually winning was the match with Umaga and the match with Matt Matt Hardy?
Yeah, well, I mean he did win a lot of matches. I mean he's a multiple time Intercontinental Champion, multiple time WWE champion, and multiple time World Heavyweight Champion, et cetera, et cetera. You know, and he did win a lot of matches in his career, but I'm just talking like mainly like when he came back in 2020, they had him booked so stupidly and everything, you know, to the point where he was losing every single match, like every match he was in. Did Jeff Hardy win? No, he lost. You know, oh, he has another match. Oh, did he win? No, he lost. And
well, it's the same thing though, because like when it comes to WWE live events, even like pay-per-views and WrestleMania, they have to grab one of the old guys just to be able to put them in the poster and be like, see Brock Lesnar, see John Cena, see Kane.
Yeah.
Whoever it is, you have to
and then all of a sudden they'll show up and everything, and everybody's like, what the hell did we come here for?
Yeah.
We came here to see these guys, and now all of a sudden we're not seeing them.
That's like if they made a poster and said, "Oh, here come Hulk Hogan's gonna be here." I go there and Hulk Hogan's like, "I'm pissed."
Yeah, right, exactly. No, I agree with you, Dale. I agree with you. Like,
I don't even know how old Hulk Hogan is.
Oh, he's up there in age. I mean, there was like a recent picture of him and everything. Oh my God, he's huge and everything. And I mean huge as in like fat wise and everything, like huge. He does not look good at all.
But going back to Eddie Guerrero, what the hell he ever seen Vicky?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's funny you bring that up because I kid you not, when they brought up Vicky, I was like, who is this? His sister? Because I'm thinking Guerrero. I'm like, that's probably his sister.
No, it's
You see,
okay.
2008
Okay,
and
but
everything
then
in
again, you
terms.
gotta remember though, she did marry what is it, Edge? She was either married or engaged to Edge.
Yeah, yeah. Edge must have been drunk and everything when he did that because honestly,
There's nothing pretty
oh,
about that woman. Nothing pretty about that woman. She must have been good in the sack. That's about it.
yeah, probably.
Did you
I
see
mean,
Edge walking to the stage and then he calls out Vicky? Vicky, I want a divorce.
yeah. No, my favorite one. And this is the time when the Undertaker was banned, and they, he called out and he goes, Vicky, please come out to the ring, right? And all of a sudden he's talking to her and everything. He goes, oh, I tried to do this, I tried to do that and everything. And he goes, I hope you understand and everything that I want to have everything perfectly right and everything, right? Like like plans and stuff for the wedding. And all of a sudden she goes, oh, I understand. Like she acted like she understood. They hugged each other and everything. And all of a sudden he went to go kiss her and everything. And all of a sudden she turns away and he's like, wait a minute, what the hell is that about? all of a sudden, all of a sudden you hear the Undertaker chants on the crowd. You hear him saying, "Bring back Undertaker" and everything. And then all of a sudden she goes, "I did something that you might not like when I was really, really mad at you." And he goes,
Well, didn't she
"Okay."
ban Undertaker for like the cross arms or whatever the case maybe it was? It
The
was like one
cross.
of the finishing moves that he did.
No, yeah, no, it was the Hell's Gate submission.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, she called it an illegal chokehold. She called it, and she banned it and everything. But then all of a sudden, it's funny because then all of a sudden she goes like this, and then she goes, I did something you might not like, and all of a sudden he goes, what? What did you do? And he's looking at her and everything. Also, she goes, I reinstated the Undertaker. Also, he looks and he goes, like, wait a minute, like, you did what now? She goes,
The
yeah. She
one
goes, I
skit, the one skit I do remember. I don't know if it was like true or not, but the way that The Rock brought out his own personal guitar and he brought out Vicky and then just started singing that one song to her.
Oh,
Me and Gamer would be bored. We'd be sitting there we'd be sitting on
oh.
PlayStation in a party chat and we're just like singing the song to it. And I'm like, this is just horrible. But what can you blame us? It's the early 2000s.
I mean, but I look back at that now and everything, and I laugh at it because it's just like, did The Rock really say this? Like, did The Rock really do this? I mean, he's got the whole jabroni thing going and everything. It's just like, really? Is this The Rock? Like, is this really The Rock?
I
Then of course,
understand that other wrestlers do skits and whatnot, but when it came to The Rock and John Cena, and you hear The Rock in a high pitched voice going, "You can't see me," and it's like, oh my god, that's screechy in my ears. It's like literally dragging your nails across the chalkboard.
It's not pleasant either when Vicky Guerrero is screaming and hollering.
oh yeah,
That was the other thing that got annoying me. Hearing The Rock going, "You can't see me," and then you hear Vicky, "Excuse me," and I'm like, are you screaming out because you just farted or what?
And the one wrestler you're not allowed, you can't mention at all, Chris Benoit. Oh, I just said it.
yeah. You can't mention Chris.
I don't care, whatever. He should. I know what he did was wrong, but he should be in the Hall of Fame. I know what he did was wrong, but he should be in the Hall of Fame.
I agree with you, but then
You're not wrong
again,
there. What he
And
did
then,
was obviously not right, but
and
he
then,
was still a
and,
great fighter.
and they're not putting China in the. Well, she put it from Diaz, but she didn't go by herself in the Hall of Fame because she did gay porn.
Did it?
Now,
Yeah,
now
China.
Oh,
I do,
China?
Yeah, China.
I
Yeah,
do,
she did. Oh.
I do agree with you, Dale, and everything that China should be in the Hall of Fame. I agree with you on that. Absolutely. Um, Boost, unfortunately, I have to agree with you though, or disagree with you rather, when it comes to Chris Benoit, because the thing is and everything, I understand he accomplished a lot in his career, and he really did. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
But him killing his family and then killing himself, I wouldn't want somebody in the Hall of Fame like that.
No, and that's the other thing too is I think about that and I'm like, he doesn't really like besides his accomplishments, he doesn't really deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. Now, in terms of like other people in the Hall of Fame, I really do think that they need to put in the Bella Twins and then Kelly.
Okay, yeah, I will agree with you on that. Yes,
Maybe
absolutely.
AJ Lee, but AJ Lee was just too much of like the girly girl dancing around in like
She was
in like a high top shoes.
Yeah, she was just a nutball, plain and simple. I mean, of course, okay, but there again, though, can we really say that about AJ though and everything, and not minus out Vicky Guerrero.
Oh God.
Vicky Guerrero
wasn't a fighter though. She was just one of those people that just stood there and be like, "Excuse me, I got
exactly, and she's just sitting there screaming her head off, and it's like, yeah, I don't think we want a person that just did that in the Hall of Fame.
I literally have a DVD. Money in the Bank is an anthology, and there's a match with Chris Benoit. He's in it, and they just edit completely everything about him and the edit the whole thing, and all of him talking about it in the moves and stuff. There's nothing. He's just in there. They just pretty much edit out everything. Mention Chris Benoit.
Oh my God. So basically, like if there was a thing that says, "Oh, Chris Benoit just did a superplex" or whatever, it's like
no, they wouldn't even say anything. They
it's just edit out. It's like you see him doing the move, but there's no commentary.
No, there's nothing. But they talk about everybody else, but not him because they had him out.
That's okay. Him, being not being inducted into the Hall of Fame, I agree with that. But the man was a wrestler.
Oh.
Let's face it. When it comes to his matches, talk about him in the match. And it's funny you mentioned that, because there was a match where Randy Orton went against The Undertaker at SummerSlam. And the SummerSlam the year before, Randy Orton went against Chris Benoit for the World Heavyweight Championship. And, they said, "Oh, look at all Randy Orton's accomplishments and everything back in the other previous SummerSlams and everything. He fought this guy, he fought that guy, he fought that guy." But then when they got to Chris Benoit, you heard absolutely nothing.
Yeah, and they'll probably never talk about how Chris Benoit won the Royal Rumble 2004.
Right. Well, they did for the first year and everything, like 2005 and 2006.
Yeah, but not now. They wouldn't mention that. That'd be.
But then, yeah, like after that, it was just like nothing. It was just nothing. Like, oh, remember that? Like, although I do remember the one Royal Rumble, the commentator goes, "Oh, remember when that guy won in 2004?
Yeah.
That guy." That's how they put it. They put it as that guy, and it's like, dude, just say Chris Benoit. Honestly, But
going back to Vince, I held him responsible for what happened to Owen Hart because he tried it, nothing happened, and he does it. It should have been. Yeah. Honestly, I shouldn't say this, but it should have been the other way around. It should have been Vince and not Owen Hart. It should have been Vince that fell.
I agree with you, and I disagree with you.
Fell from what?
Oh,
But,
you don't remember that? You don't remember that boost?
when Owen Hart died, that was
Oh,
yeah, that was that was like 99, wasn't it?
Yeah, 99. Yeah, it was
I
Survivor
think
Series.
so.
I think it was Survivor. Was it Survivor Series?
No, I can't remember.
I can't remember. I know it was a pay per view though, because the next night on Monday Night Raw they had a tribute.
Yeah.
But I agree with you, Dale, and I disagree with you. And here's the reason why I agree with you. I agree with you that Vince should be held responsible. Because yes, he's the head of the company. He should have freaking known about it.
But
He should have known.
But they said that he tried it that night and it worked.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, if they knew that something was wrong with the cable, then they should have went to Vince and everything. Or actually, actually, let me rephrase that. Vince should have been at the area and everything where he was jumping off from, and he should have, examined it some more, and said, "Oh, wait a minute, no, we can't do this because of this."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if he would have seen that, and he would have seen, "Oh, wait, okay, there's like a little rip here or something.
Yeah.
This could break. Okay, we're not going to do this."
Well, the main reason why I just say that because I just don't like Vince.
Over the years, I don't really like Vince either, and it's funny that we're talking about this now. It's been proven by other, because there's a ton of YouTubers that watch WWE, but then there's like the hardcore WWE YouTube channels that go deep dive into everything that WWE's put out over the years. But if you're gonna be like a pro wrestler for WWE, the only thing I'm gonna tell you right now is don't do it, because as a business person, and say, Vince being the man that he is, and seeing where WWE was from the 80s all the way up till now, all his fighters, John, Rock, Roman, every WWE superstar, Vince doesn't cover their expenses. Vince doesn't cover their health insurance.
Yeah.
They're their own, contractors, so they have to do that themselves.
They have their own insurances and everything.
Which in my eyes, I think it's kind of stupid, because I'm like, if you're the one paying these guys to wrestle and putting their bodies on
exactly,
it's your responsibility to cover their health insurance and their travel.
I agree.
That's what a good owner and a good corporate chairman should do. But no,
I agree 100%.
It's all about the money, and he doesn't really care. He's like, "Oh, you're injured? I don't care. That's why I pay you so much money to fight, so you can cover it yourself."
What pissed me off also is, I want to go over to the WWE Network real quick. They had a good thing going with the WWE Network. They had a good thing going with that and everything. WWE Network was its own thing. You could watch any show, no matter what it was. You could watch any show, any WWE show, any pay-per-view, any show, any WWE show, no matter what it was. You were able to watch it. Back when WWE Network was just a thing by itself. Which was good. And it was only $9.99 a month. Which, would I pay for that? Absolutely. Because I could watch any show that I want. Now, they changed it over to that freaking Peacock shit.
Yeah.
Now you got it on now you got it on Peacock, and you take all the freaking shows that people love out of it.
I never really liked Peacock to begin with, because it's just too much of a headache. I found WWE SmackDown and WWE Raw, because those are the only two shows I would actually sit there and watch, because I wasn't a big AEW fan, or EW, whatever
ECW?
brand, whatever that brand that they have now, the next the Nexus. Or
NXT?
whatever yeah, NXT. I don't always sit there and watch that. I go on Hulu, which is $6 a month, and you get the brand new episode from the night that they showed before the following week, or it can even be like the next day. But I just
Now
end up
with
watching it in general.
with Hulu though, can you watch like all the old shows?
No, that you would have to dig up on YouTube.
Yeah,
They
because
only show like the most recent, and it's funny now because Hulu is starting to expire each week, the new episodes. So if you haven't watched it in a while, you can't go back and sit there and watch it. They clear it.
yeah. And like and that's the thing with the WWE Network that I liked and everything because the WWE Network, you were able to watch anything that you wanted to watch. If I want to watch Raw from 2002, I can watch Raw from 2002. If I want to watch SmackDown from 2002, I can watch SmackDown from 2002. I can watch all the good episodes. And now since it's on freaking Peacock, they take all that good stuff out and everything. They basically ruined the WWE Network.
Mm.
You're paying more for less quality. Cause
They do that with everything now. WWE,
like
whatever the case may be.
Cause like now you got to pay, what is it, like $34.99 for Peacock, and then it's like you pay $34.99 for Peacock, and then you pay $9.99 for the WWE Network on top of it, which is like 40. No, I'm sorry, like $53 in total, just so you can watch a couple of shows on the WWE Network, and it's like. It's like, do I really want to watch all these new things now and everything because I'm paying $54 something a month? Like that, it doesn't make any sense. And Vince McMahon was the one who did that. Nobody else did it. It was Vince McMahon who did it. He switched the WWE Network over to friggin' Peacock. Guess what, buddy? You just ruined that and everything because everybody that watched the old shit and everything now, they're gonna be like, well, guess what? I have no use of watching the WWE Network now.
That $54, $55, whatever the case may be, 53. I'd rather take that money and go spend it on a video game.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I mean, honestly,
a down payment on the gaming system. I'm like, that $53, I could, go out and go buy a Switch or make a down payment on a Switch.
Or hell, that'd be a down payment on a freaking cell phone.
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it. The WWE Network has become absolutely useless, in my opinion, now.
I just don't see a point in having it because it's like you can still watch it on Hulu and all these other shows and all these other apps, but then it's like, what's the point?
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of the
And
times,
now,
the only reason why people watch WWE is because of the early 2000s. They rather go stick it to somebody else and say, I'd rather stick with the old stuff than see the new stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
They remember.
That's true. That's absolutely true. 100%. And that's, when it comes down to that and everything, like, I find no use for it whatsoever, and I honestly don't think it should be a thing anymore. But, I mean, that's just my opinion. I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, you can still watch the new stuff. Yeah, you can still watch the new stuff, but do you really want to watch the new stuff?
No.
I mean, literally the news. Yeah, no, my thoughts exactly. Like, do you really want to watch the new stuff? No, because the new stuff is basically crap now. It's crap
That's
and
just
everything.
The problem now because everybody is trying to create the old storylines that they had early in the 2000s. They're trying to bring back the Attitude Era, and it's like you can't do that anymore.
Yeah, because then you got to bring back all the old wrestlers and stuff and everything. And most of these wrestlers are now walking with walkers now and everything.
Or dead.
God forbid. Or dead, yeah. No, exactly. Or dead. you can't resurrect somebody from the dead. And WWE doesn't seem to understand that. WWE is basically, oh look, if we can find a way to make money, we're gonna do it. It's all about it's like you said before, Boost. It's all about freaking money. It's
That's
all
how
about
it is
money.
with everything. It's not even just the WWE. It's video games and just everything else. Everybody is just
Movies too.
Yeah, movies too.
Like
But
you
the
like
thing
you
is,
take all these classic movies and remaking them because they know the people are gonna watch it and they're gonna make all this money. Why don't they make a
But see-
movie and no one's gonna watch it?
but see, the thing is though, with movies and games though, at least if you pay, a high price for it, at least you're gonna get enjoyment out of it.
Well, yeah, there is that.
If you pay for something like the WWE Network, you're not going to get enjoyment out of it, or anything that if like for instance, if you subscribe to a I'm trying to think of something that's not inappropriate, obviously. No, seriously. If
But
you
yeah,
subscribe,
while you're thinking about that, when it comes to wrestling, I think after Vince hired Hulk Hogan, that's when wrestling took off. If it wasn't for Hulk Hogan, wrestling wouldn't be what it was today.
that
You're
I agree
absolutely
with
true
you.
about that one,
That
Dale.
I agree with you. That I agree with you. 100%.
Because if
I mean,
Hulk
Hulk
Hogan had
Hogan.
never been there, wrestling would never be what it was.
Yeah,
Now,
'cause- yeah,
now it's shit. But back then,
because
it was,
Hulk Hogan was basically the platform
yeah.
that brought all these wrestlers in. I agree with you on that. Absolutely.
Well, it's like with Nintendo, you got Mario. With Sega, you got Sonic. With wrestling, you got Hulk Hogan.
But then with Sonic and then they came up with games like Sonic 3D Blast and everything, and that fucking ruined the series.
Or Sonic 06.
Or your favorite game, Dale, Sonic Adventure 2.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same thing with the Fast and Furious franchise. I mean, you got up to, well, now they're working on 10, but out of the whole franchise, there's only been one knockoff movie, and it's from the first one called Super Fast.
Yeah, I never seen that one.
Like, why make that movie? It's so terrible. But then I realized they're supposed to make it like that.
I think
Okay,
that
have a good night. Have a good night. Oh, yeah, keep saying what you're saying.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I thought you were talking to us. What was I saying? Oh, I think they made that movie because they made that remake of the first one. Because you said the first one, right?
Yeah, because the
I think
first
they made
one's
a
almost 30 years old.
I think
it's about 25 years old.
I think they made a remake of that and everything as a tribute to Paul Walker, which, the thing is, like, I understand you want to make a tribute thing to somebody and everything, but if you're going to make a tribute to something, make sure it's good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's
the thing is you can't find Super Fast unless if you're on like Tubi or Netflix.
Yeah. And, well, actually, I did find it on Cleedy.
What is that?
Cleedy's another movie app and everything. It's a free app and everything. Like you could download it off the App Store, and you can basically like I said, download it off the App Store and everything, and it's free. It's a movie app. You got a whole selection of movies from like Rambo and stuff, Superman, Batman. Sorry, my dad's talking to me. And things like that and everything. Like you can even find like some cartoon shows like Teen Titans.
That's a good series.
Sonic Boom and everything. But it's basically a movie app, and you can get the premium thing for like $4.99. that basically takes away ads and stuff and everything. I think it's a good app, honestly.
I
I
might be
use
still a
Tubi.
little bit in.
I use Tubi. That's what I use. I use Tubi, and then I use YouTube. YouTube because you got free movies on there too.
What is it? I don't know
Um,
if you guys ever watched Ben 10 Alien Swarm, but I wish they make a what is it? Part 2 to that before everybody got all old.
I never really watched the show, but I played the video games of Ben 10.
yeah.
What is it? The 2005 through 2000, I think the latest one's like 13 maybe. Those ones are pretty good, but the ones that they make are newer are basically a bunch of ripoffs. They're just straight garbage. They make it too
Yeah, I
CGI
agree.
on it. It's like, why? It's so terrible.
But the
And
thing
then they
about
came
Yeah.
out
Tubi,
with
the thing
what's
about
that?
Tubi's got some good movies on there, but you just got to
Yeah.
deal with commercials. But
Well, the commercials aren't even that bad. I think it's like what 2-3 ads per movie.
and then I watch movies on YouTube too because I have YouTube Premium, so I don't have no ads.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
I just stick with the ads because I'm too broke to be able to afford YouTube Premium.
Yeah, well, it's only $15 a month, and then you can also download your videos on your phone, and then you can watch them without Wi-Fi. You just can't comment or like or anything.
Well, here's the thing, though, and everything. The thing is, and everything, can you truly download the thing and watch it without Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Because the thing is,
I done it.
I had YouTube Premium at one time, and I tried to download a show, or not a show, an episode actually, and I couldn't do it. Like I got to download it, and I tried watching it without Wi-Fi, and it wouldn't play. It would not play. So I honestly don't think that you can play it without Wi-Fi. I just don't think you
I
can.
done it. I done it. There's times where I'd be in the car and I'd be watching videos on my phone without Wi-Fi.
Maybe it's just something with my phone then, because like I said, I couldn't do it and everything. Like I download the video, and I try to, I turn off the Wi-Fi, I turn off the mobile data and stuff, and just to test it out to see if it would play without Wi-Fi, and it would not play.
That's weird.
It just would not play. Now, obviously, like if I download it to my gallery, like if I record it and download it to my gallery, I can watch it on there and everything, obviously without Wi-Fi, because the gallery's pictures and videos.
Yeah.
But when it comes to actually doing it with like on YouTube and stuff, it doesn't work for me at all.
There's
Excuse
another
me.
one. There's another one I use
Sorry.
too for free movies. There's no one I use too for free movies. It's called the Roku channel. That's another one that has
Roku?
movies. Roku channel.
Roku's a
Yeah.
good one. They have what is it? The Rookie Blues, I think it is.
They got a whole bunch of stuff. I watch a few movies on there too, on the Roku channel.
Oh, there you go.
Eventually,
Oh my God,
I
we're
want to buy a Roku. That way, I can keep it here in my office. That way, when I'm bored, I can just be like, "Oh, let's see what's on the Roku channel."
Looks like we're having
You what?
looks like we're having another 2-hour night.
Yeah, I
I just
The
looked at the
difference
clock.
is that it's at 10 o'clock here.
I just looked at the clock and everything, and I was like, wait a minute. That thing's reading an hour and 58 minutes already. I'm just like, wait, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah.
Oh my, yeah. You know the difference is it's only 7:44 here.
It's 8:44. It's 8:44 here.
What about you, Boost?
Going on almost 5 o'clock.
Oh my God.
I know. Like, there was one time I woke up for work like around like maybe was it like 5, 6 or one time, and I think one time I looked on YouTube and you guys were still streaming.
Yeah, that's happened. We've pulled like all nighters to do like 5-6 hour streams.
I remember I woke up and everything. Dell probably remembers this. I woke up and everything. It was like 7 o'clock in the morning. I had gone to the bathroom.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
And I looked up on my phone, and there's a live thing from Dale and everything. I'm like, why the hell is Dale live streaming at 7 o'clock or probably 8 o'clock in the morning his time?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm looking at the thing, and I'm like, should I go in? Because honestly, it's 7 o'clock where I am right now. He was live. Matter of fact, I think you were live streaming Tekken 7 too, if I remember correctly.
Tekken 7 or with Tony Hawk.
Yeah, no. I think it was Tony Hawk actually. I think it was Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
And I was like, you got to be kidding me! Like, why in the world why is he streaming this early in the morning?
Well, my nephew was here at the time, and he was streaming on his Xbox. I was like, well, since he's streaming, I'm going to go stream on my PlayStation. So, we're both streaming. He's streaming on Twitch. So,
Oh
yeah.
my god. That was
Gamer
just...
has always said it over the years. He goes, dude, there's going to be a point in time where you and me live together, and there's going to be a point in time where I'm going to go into your room or in your office or wherever you're at, and I'm going to show up with the remote control car and be like, go get me something to drink. He's going to literally tape a cup to a remote control car and be like, bring me something to drink. And I sit there and I go, yeah, but then there's going to be a point in time where you and me both screaming and yelling at each other over PlayStation, and we're going to have the cops called and get noise.
Oh my god. That's... Oh my god. That, you know something? I honestly wouldn't be surprised if it did happen one day.
No, because as soon as that happens, I get a sheriff department at my front doorstep, and I'm just going to open up my door and be like, "Morning, officer, how can I help you?" They're like, who's screaming bloody murder? And I'm like, oh, that's just me and my roommate. We're being complete idiots on the internet. No, keep the noise down. No promises, officer.
Have a good day, or have a good night. Have a good night.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you guys ever? I mean, I'm talking about you and Gamer now. Have you, Gamer, ever been swatted?
No.
Oh, thank goodness. I I've never been.
Doing YouTube. We haven't been swatted, and I don't plan on that happening.
Oh, thank goodness. I've never been either. I'm just curious.
I don't know. It was like that's the problem nowadays is people want to do what was trendy back then, and then they try to make it a trend now. And then there are trends where it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. I mean,
and a lot of the times it's students that have either gone to school or in school, and then they'll make a trend by saying, like one of the trends was slap your teacher, which to this day I still don't understand. And I'm like, sir, that is your teacher. You should never slap your teacher, unless if you want to get assault charges pressed against you.
Yeah, right.
And even like one of the other trends was vandalize the bathroom. I don't understand that either, because I'm like, technically you're costing your school and your parents money.
Or another trend that I saw and everything was vandalize the principal's car. And two things come to mind. One, suspension from school, and two, jail time.
Yeah.
Because if you vandalize the damn principal's car, your ass is going to jail.
Oh yeah, without doubt.
I mean, that's vandalism, and that's damage to a car. So, like,
when I was in school, people were trending about like who could do the best dance moves or like who's the smarts or where I can't remember the trends were, but like even some of the pranks were outrageous. We had one kid drove his school or yeah, he drove to school and then parked his car in the middle of the school campus. So we had a commons area with a concrete slab and people would gather around and they would sing at concerts because we would have parents show up. He literally put his car in four-wheel drive and then parked it on a bleacher tilted like this, got out of the car, armed his car, and then went to class. And I was like, "Sir, I don't think you can actually park the car there." He goes, "And?" Yet when it was my turn to graduate, our pranks were harmless to an extent, but they weren't that bad. Like kids
Yeah.
went to school early. It was like 5 something in the morning, and they took saran wrap and they saran wrapped the entire commons area. We had ramadas to cover the tables, so that way when people sit, it's not burning hot for them. Yeah, my class they saran wrapped that whole area, and then we had a English teacher. She put me in charge to make sure a student wouldn't go in there because he was causing issues. Yet me and my friends, we took the teacher's tables, flipped them upside down on top of each other. Then we took her couch and stuck it outside, and we sat outside until the bell rang. The teacher comes up and said, "Boost," and I was like, "What? You told me you weren't. I wasn't allowed to keep the other kid there, so we did a harmless prank." He goes, "She's like, okay, I understand that, but please put my classroom."
Please put my classroom back together, please.
We honored that commitment. We're like, all right, let's put your classroom back. But she was young. She was one of the young teachers, and she kind of understood. She's like, well, it's their last year. They want to do a harmless prank. That's fine. At least they didn't completely destroy my classroom or destroy my things. They just flipped furniture and stuck a couch outside.
It's like yeah. Obviously, since this is the last year of school, I'm not gonna just. Can you please just put everything back to normal, please? Okay, sure.
Yeah.
That's okay. I remember the one time, a friend of mine put one of those freaking those whoopee cushions,
Oh, those.
yeah, on the freaking teacher's chair, and we all come in and everything. She's like, "Oh, good afternoon, class," and everything, and all of a sudden, and everything, we all sit in our desk and everything, like we're supposed to and everything. We take out our homework from last night and everything, right? All of a sudden, she sits down in her chair, and you hear, "Brrr." She's looking around, right? She's looking at us and everything, and she goes, "Okay, who did it?" Right? She's looking at us and she's going, "Who did it?" And I'm like, I'm sitting there like this. I'm just sitting back. I'm not saying a damn thing, you know. I'm just sitting there and everything. All the other kids are just sitting there and everything. And she goes, "Okay." She goes, "Ha ha, funny. Who did it?" She found the whoopee. She found the whoopee cushion underneath their chair and everything. After she got up and everything, and she goes, "Okay, who did it?" She goes, "Come on, come forward." She goes, "I'm not gonna get you in trouble and everything. It was a harmless prank." She goes, "But who did it?" We're just sitting there. We're just sitting there on our desk, and we're not saying anything. Nobody's saying anything. Finally, my friend goes, "It was me. I did it." And she goes, "Ha ha ha, very funny." She goes, "Very funny." Oh my god, that's something. Doing something simple as that and everything. I mean, come on, it's a prank. It's not.
If you're in
Then of
school
course,
and it's your last day of school right before summer, as long as you do a prank that's not gonna harm somebody or get you into like legal issues, I don't see an issue with it. Because at the end of the day, you're trying to make a memory, and as long as you make a good memory and it's something to laugh about later, then I don't see any harm in that.
Yeah, like what we used to do, and this is all seriousness now. Like what we used to do back and everything, like at the end of the school year, the kids would come out with like water guns, and they used to spray everybody with the water guns.
Hmm.
And the principal used to laugh about it every year. He used to laugh like crazy and everything. He used to be like, he used to say, "Just don't spray me," like, literally, like that's the only thing he would say is, "Don't spray me." You want to spray anybody else? Have at it. Just don't spray me.
What was it? My senior year of high school, we everybody got let out early because we had to do rehearsal for like graduation and whatnot.
Yeah.
We ended up having a water day. I was the only person that didn't bring sandals. I had worn socks, and my socks were wet. My administration was yelling at me, telling me to put my shoes on. I'm like, "What are you gonna do? What am I gonna do? I can't go home." Like, yeah, I'm right across the street, but I can't go home because you guys won't let me go change out some socks. I ended up walking into our school cafeteria barefoot, and I got yelled at for it. They're like, "Go put shoes on." I'm like, "My socks are wet. They're so too." They're like, "Well, tough it out." And I was like,
Right.
"Geez,
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Tough it out. And it's like, what do you want me to do? It's
it's
like,
different if I had sandals, but no, I had full blown tennis shoes that day."
yeah, and you had like full blown socks on and everything. Um, for one thing, they smell like crazy. So I feel like an idiot walking in there and everything with smelly ass socks and shit and everything. Of course, things like that. That's that would be kind of bad and embarrassing. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's probably more embarrassing to walk in there barefoot too.
I mean, there was one point in time where I stayed the night over at the school because we had like a school lock in and nobody was really there, but they were telling me to like wake up to go home because we had to leave by a certain time. And I was still like half asleep. And because I lived so close, I was like, you know what? I'll just tough it out. So I threw my shoes and my socks into my duffel bag. And I'm walking out the school, my duffel bag and my backpack in my hands. And I'm just walking across the street barefoot. I finally got home and I was like, all right, time to go to bed now. Keep in mind the weather's like 80 degrees, so it was like not burning hot, but it was hot enough.
And you're basically walking across there. Ouch, 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 ow, oot, ow, ow, motherfucker, this thing's out. This is really hot.
I think I did say that at one point, but at that time I was just like half asleep. I was like, at this point, I really don't care. I just want to get home
Yeah,
and go back to
right.
bed.
It's like you know what? Yeah, like this really freaking hurts right now. But you know what? My house is right there. I don't care. I'm just gonna go. Oh my god, that's hilarious. I have never. I mean, there's been a lot of crazy moments and everything in high school and everything, you know, and it's they stay with you forever. They stay with you forever. I mean,
Yeah.
it's.
You always gotta have a good laugh, especially like with your friends and whatnot. I mean, there was one memory. There's a memory, and I've been out of high school for almost 7 years now. 3 years out of college, but one memory I had. This is the same lock-in that I was in. One kid decides to run butt naked around campus. Somebody dared them. They're like, "I dare you to run around campus butt naked," and I was like, "Um, okay." I wake up the next morning, the kid's still there, and he finally puts his clothes on, and I was like, "The groundskeeper didn't catch you. You do realize that there's cameras on school campus. Like, they're not gonna go to work the next day and check the cameras and be like, why is this kid running around butt naked?"
my god, that's
The school I went to, if it wasn't fighting, it was people getting high. If people weren't getting high, they were getting drunk. And if they weren't doing any of that, they were obviously running around butt naked because they were bored. Which, in the state of Arizona, I think that's a Class C felony.
oh my
Because
god.
I know it's public indecency in the. It's another one. Indecency and something else.
Indecent exposure.
Yeah, there we go.
Is that the word you're looking for?
Yep.
I mean, that's oh my god. Yeah.
Anybody
Yeah,
that hasn't been in the
I'm
high
probably
school,
gonna
you'll
end the
well
stream
remember.
soon. I'm probably gonna end the stream soon. Because we're over 2 hours.
And my phone is down to 18%.
I think what I might do tonight, I've seen all of this before, but I never did it yet, but I'm gonna do the sleep stream. I'm gonna let the thing just go and just let it go all night and see who comes in. I'm gonna let it go
Oh
all
my-
night.
And that
Cameras
would
on,
be
mic
good for
on,
people that
I'm
do
still
live
on.
streams and then just sleep for 8 hours.
Well,
Wait, are you wait?
8 hours. I'll be up at 5, and I'll be at work for 7 tomorrow.
Are you actually gonna do that, Dale?
I'm thinking about doing it. I think
Oh
before I
my
go to
god.
bed, I'm gonna
I'll
do
be-
that. I'm gonna let it go all night long.
I'll be in there tonight. I'll be in there tonight.
I'm thinking. I don't know. I probably want to do it, but the probably doesn't want. I don't. I've seen people do it before, but
Oh my god.
I want to do a stream off my new computer, but I'm still having audio issues. So once I try to figure that out,
my mic's gonna be off anyway. My mic's gonna be off. My camera's gonna be off. Everything's gonna be off. It's gonna be
well, that's
live.
the thing with my new computer. I don't have a camera like on.
Wait,
this
so
one.
wait, so just so I'm clear and everything, this overnight stream, will the open panel be open?
No. It'll just be a sleep stream, and
Oh
it'll
my
just go.
God.
Like the camera will be off, and the mic will be off. The countdown will just be going, and the live stream will be on, but I'll be sleeping.
That's a waste of
There's
battery.
a couple of TikTok channels that do sleep streams, but
Yeah,
they'll have
but
a board up saying, "This many roses for this." XYZ stuff like that, and I'm just like, why?
Yeah, but there's no wasted battery. This is a desktop.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I have a desktop. I don't have a laptop.
Yeah, that's true.
Desktop.
All right, well,
Desktops are a lot better than laptops. Laptops destroy on battery.
I went through. I think I went through like 2 laptops, and I would have had the third one. I was like, "Frig that." I always wanted a desktop, so that's what I got.
Yeah,
All right,
I
well,
finally have a desktop now. I've gone through 8 different computers over the years. And I'm just like, why? Luckily, the one that I have now, that's good. I finally just said, all right, I'm gonna make payments on it. But after that, no more computers because I won't have.
So, are you gonna do that thing on Twitch to do for the Sonic 3D Blast?
well, unfortunately, my phone is down to 15%.
Oh, so it won't be tonight then.
Probably not, and if it is done tonight and everything, it'll probably be
I'll be sleeping.
yeah, it'll probably be probably like 7 or 8 o'clock. Well, no, what the hell am I saying? It's already 8 o'clock. Probably about 9 or 10.
I like how it's 8 o'clock for you guys, yet it's barely 5:04 for me.
Well, actually, it's 8 for him. It's 9 for me.
Yeah, I forgot. Different parts of the world, they're 2-hour difference.
Yeah. So yeah, even if I do go live and everything, it'll probably be about, like I said, 9 or 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I'll probably be sleeping then. I'll probably miss it.
Yeah, because I'm like I said, this stream took the whole entire thing again.
I didn't think it was gonna. I didn't think it was gonna. I was like, oh well.
See, the thing is, and everything boosts and everything makes it goes longer.
Is that a
Just
bad
don't-
thing though?
No.
Well, when you have a person that's on the phone and everything, yes.
But it's all right. I probably won't stream. I probably won't stream tomorrow night. I probably won't bother stream tomorrow night.
Like literally, I had this phone up to like, I had it up to like 95% and everything. Now it's down to 14%. The stream took the whole entire friggin' battery almost.
This is why I wish we had multiple batteries for phones. Just have
Yeah.
one phone with multiple batteries.
That's a
for
good
it, so
point.
they can change
That's
out
a
like
good
an
point.
actual camera.
But yeah,
That's a
I'm
good
gonna
point.
hop. I'm gonna hop off here. And then I might go live again tonight, but I'll be sleeping.
Yeah, I definitely won't be in that one then.
I don't know. I probably wants to, but he probably doesn't want to.
If Dale does that, he's gonna wake up the next morning and realize he's gonna hit like 1,000 views. The first sleep stream, 1,000 views, awesome.
Yeah, there you go.
Just for me sleeping.
You didn't even see me.
For
Well,
whatever
thank you
reason, sleep streams work out well. It's like, hey, you can hit 2,000.
There you go. Okay, well I'm gonna hop off here then.
Well, thank you for allowing me to be in this stream.
Oh yeah,
Thanks, guys.
we'll do another one eventually soon. Maybe possibly tomorrow night. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Peace.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye.